Hi, and welcome to another edition of Fortune Fresh Wednesdays, where we give you a farm fresh recipe to go with your farm fresh grocery bag. I am so excited to continue the seasonal goodness with you and to focus on making some sweet potatoes. Today we're going to make some delicious candied yams. Can candied yams be healthy? They sure can. This is a glycemic, blood sugar friendly recipe that plays on the nutritional goodness that sweet potatoes already have. They're abundant in fiber, they have vitamin A, they have magnesium, which has actually been shown to help us to fight off seasonal depression and anxiety. They have carotene in them because of the color. So the more colors our food has, that's also indicative of the nutrients that they have inside of them. So I'm really excited to make this seasonal blood sugar friendly recipe. So for candied yams, what we're going to need is we're going to go ahead and we're going to dice a sweet potato. We took the skins off, but you can always save the skins to make a vegetable broth with like onion and garlic, and you boil it down. It makes a really nutritious, delicious broth. For this, we sliced our potatoes about 1/4 inch thick because we're going to place it down into a casserole and bake it. Now everybody knows, and here's our finished version, that candied yams is really all about the coating that you put on them before you bake them. So you want to go ahead and get your oven at 375 to 400 because you're going to bake this, but I'm going to show you how to put together this delicious infusion and sauce. So what we're going to be using today is some good quality butter. For our spices, we're going to use some cinnamon, some ginger, some fresh nutmeg, which I've shaved here, but you can go ahead and use a dried nutmeg. We're going to use a little bit of sea salt. We're going to use some vanilla extract, and we're going to use coconut sugar instead of white sugar. So this recipe can usually have white sugar or maple syrup in it. I found that just with the coconut sugar, it's sweet enough, and then we play on the flavor of the spices. So let's get cooking. So what we're going to do first is you're going to get a medium saucepan going, and we're going to go ahead and drop in our butter first, and we want to go ahead and let that melt. And then we're going to get our spices ready. Now we really just want to do a little bit of each. You don't want to brown the butter, so you're going to turn that flame to a very low flame, so you're melting it but you're not coloring it. And then we're going to simply do 1 tablespoon of coconut sugar. We're going to do about 2 teaspoons of our ginger. Same thing for our cinnamon. I'm a little more generous with the cinnamon because you really want to play on those warming flavors. Hold on 1 second while I get some assistance to open this. I'm just going to watch this for a second. I have a little brown sugar. I have a little vanilla extract that's going to come in. But what we're going to do to this while we have it is we're going to stir our spices, and then you're going to get that beautiful color. We're going to do about a capful of our vanilla extract, and then a little bit of salt. That's great. And you're gonna go ahead and stir that. And you're gonna get this beautiful, nice basting syrup. That's like the one that we have there. And you're gonna go ahead and turn that off. This is great. You can also have kids or family members help. You're gonna wanna taste test that. So delicious. And right now at the end, when it's off, then I put in a little bit of my fresh nutmeg that I have shaved over here. So then you're going to take our rounds of potatoes, and we're simply going to ladle or pour this sauce on. Then we're gonna put these into bake, and I'm gonna keep going and fill the entire casserole tray. Then we're gonna bake them at 350 until the potatoes become fork tender, which for a 1/4 of an inch thick should be about 30 minutes. Okay, we hope you'll try this delicious blood sugar friendly recipe that's also a holiday and seasonal favorite.